Okay, we are live, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me for this live training. It's in response to COVID-19, and really excited to go live here for you guys today inside our Facebook group. As you start to join, say hello. Let me know where you're joining from, guys. Hey, Kat, how are you? Thank you for joining me. We're talking about how to start teaching online in response to COVID-19. So as you start to join here in the group, in the Facebook group, do say hello. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me know where you guys are watching from. So today's training is really in response to COVID-19, and it's in response to what's going on right now, but also to really help you to minimize the loss in your business, you to support your students. Okay, so that's why we are here. So I'm just going to wait a few more moments, allow people to join us. Hello, Sarah, how are you? How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? Let me know how you are. Let me know how you're getting on this weekend. Hey, Katia, how are you? Brilliant. Yeah, I can see the numbers are starting to increase. So wait a few more moments. We'll begin. You're joining me, Kelly McHugh. I'm the founder of Digital Yoga Academy. I'm so glad that you guys are here. So glad that you're here. So have any of you guys got experience teaching online at the moment? Hey, Katja from Germany, Sarah, Emily, hey guys. Have any of you got experience teaching online at the moment? Okay, I'd love for you to add in the comments. Add in the comments any experience that you've currently got, that you've had. What experience have you got, guys? What experience have you got? Add in the comments the experience that you have so far. Or maybe you've just been thinking about it. Maria says, not yet, just preparing. Have you guys been thinking about it? Hey, Danielle. Hey, Maria. Have you been thinking about teaching online? Is it something you thought about previously? Let me just change my screen up 1 second so I can see your comments easy. There we go. Have you been thinking about this? Defo, we've got, yes, Defo. Yes, YouTube and live videos, amazing, well done. So we want to continue to support our students, okay, during this time. And perhaps the studios that you've been teaching at have close their doors. Yeah, perhaps you're living in a town or city that's on shutdown right now. Perhaps you run your own classes and you're considering cancelling them this week. You know, maybe you've already got a loyal community who's been practicing with you every week, and you want to continue to support them, yeah, and teach them, and taking that class online is the logical solution. Okay, so you can keep that conversation going with them, you can keep your relationship going with your students, and they can continue to, you know, stay healthy and practice with you. And you know, right now health is on people's minds, right? People are a bit scared, people are fearful, you know, and yoga really has the power to turn that fear to love, okay? To break down the fears, to minimize people's stress and their fears and anxiety. So the world really needs yoga right now, guys, more than ever. So this is really your opportunity to step up and to serve. And not only your existing students, but also to encourage people who've been following you, you know, perhaps those people that now don't have access to their local studio to come over with you and practice with you online. And that's the beauty of teaching online, right? Is that you can reach people all over the world, exactly as I am with you guys right now. So you can really use this as an opportunity to help and serve even more people and to make that impact, right, in people's lives and with your message and your teaching. So it's an exciting time, guys, okay? We have to turn this fear and doubt and stress into an opportunity, Yeah, as you keep joining, guys, as you keep joining, say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from, but also let me know what experience you currently have with teaching online. I mean, it might be nada, and that's fine. Just pop that in the comments. But if you've had any kind of experience, maybe you've gone live on your Facebook page or in a group, share that and let me know. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here to set the scene is that this is a beautiful thing, okay? So let's not get stuck in this rabbit hole of fear that classes are being cancelled, that studios are closing. I'm seeing it the last few days. You know, I'm in every yoga teacher Facebook group there is online, right? And I'm seeing all the conversations and all the fears and the stress and the worry that teachers have right now. I want you to try and release that and instead, you know, take your focus to the fact that you can now make a bigger impact, yeah, at a time where it's really needed the most. So let's stay on that vibe, okay? Let's stay positive about what we're doing right now. We agree? Everyone agree? Okay, because even with this transition to go online, you're going to have fears that come up, right? There's going to be all sorts of fears that come up around this. Fears around being visible, fears around being in front of a camera, fears of thinking, you know, we're not expert enough to be in front of the camera. But right now, you have to make your message much bigger than your fear, okay? Write that down. I'm going to make my message much bigger than my fear. Because actually, this is just an online classroom, right? Yeah, you already teach in front of your students. You already stand up in a class in a studio room and teach in front of them. So really all you're doing here is you're just switching the environment, okay? So there's nothing to be fearful about. It's nothing to be fearful about. I want you to embrace it and see this as an opportunity, okay? So I'm going to talk around a few key things today, okay? 3 key things, because I want to make this super easy, yeah, for you to take action on this. I don't want to overwhelm you, okay? I want you to take action today so that your classes can be live this week. How does that sound to you all? To take action today with what I'm sharing with you so that your classes can be online this week, okay? So there's 3 key things I'm going to walk you through, 3 key steps. Let's begin. Number 1, the technology, okay? Let's address this one first because this is probably where you're feeling most stuck. Am I right? It's probably where you're feeling most overwhelmed and stuck. And there are lots, and the reason is because there's lots of options, right, available when it comes to streaming your classes online. But let's just keep it super simple. I'm going to talk about 3 options, okay? 3 options. The first option is Zoom, okay? You've probably heard lots of people talking about Zoom recently, yeah? Zoom is actually booming right now. They've had a massive spike in their number of users, and I want you to pay for this service. If you're going to use Zoom, you're going to pay for this service because the free version is only going to give you 40 minutes of streaming and you're not going to get access to all of the features that you need. So it's around $15 a month, okay? And that's going to give you access to all of the features, such as being able to also, for you to also be able to see your students, yeah? Which for a one-to-one private class is great. And then you can also record that video. So that's also important because you'll want to be able to repurpose that video afterwards, right? Once you've got that video, you can clip it up into little clips, and that's going to help you to promote your online classes. So you want to be able to have that actual video. So that's the first option, is Zoom. So just go to Zoom, have a read, get the platform if you're doing, and I'll talk to you about the options why you might want to choose Zoom in a minute. But the next option is a Facebook group. So that's the next option to use. And that's when you're going to go live inside your Facebook group, exactly how I'm going live inside my Facebook group, the Yoga Teacher Marketing Community Facebook group right now. And this is a fantastic option because the great thing about this, the great thing about a Facebook group is that people are already on Facebook, right? Most people are on Facebook. So it's familiar, yeah, it's familiar, and you're not asking your community to go to another platform, which people might feel a bit like, oh, got to go and sign up to another platform. They're already in Facebook, so you're making it easy for people. You're going to where they already are. But the other great thing about a Facebook group is that it also offers that sense of community, okay? And in a time like this, when we're dealing with social distancing, people staying at home, community is key, okay? So, you know, for your regular students, you know, they can all continue to be in touch with one another inside the group, and that's quite powerful, okay? Because everyone's supporting, you know, everyone's supporting everyone and coming together at a time when it's most needed, okay? So I love Facebook for that. So first option, Zoom. Second option, Facebook groups. Third option is to set up your own online school using Teachable, okay? So Teachable is the software that I use to host my online programs, and I 100% recommend it. I will add the link to it in the comments shortly. But it's really for any teacher that wants to turn their yoga business into an online business, right? So this would be for pre-recorded videos, not live streamed videos. You can do live streaming in the platform using YouTube Live, and you stream that into the platform. So you can do that, but it's a bit of a trick. Well, it's not a massively tricky setup, but it's a little bit tricky. But really, use this option. Use Teachable as an option if you want to do pre-recorded video content. Okay, so this is good if you want to like go on to have an online yoga course or a membership. Yeah, and I'll talk about that at the end of today's training. And I'm also going to give you guys a free resource that can support you with that. So if you are really thinking about teaching online for the foreseeable, like beyond COVID-19, and you want to take your business online, maybe you want to create and launch an online yoga course or a membership, I'm going to share with you a resource at the end of this training that you can take the first step on that, okay? Okay, so we talked about Zoom, we've talked about a Facebook group, and we've talked about Teachable. And yes, it does allow you to upload, someone's just asking a question, to upload workbooks, resources, and all sorts in Teachable. It's a really great platform. It's what I use for all my programs. So my students get access to all the workbooks, all of the extra like templates and everything that I create for them. Okay, so that's the first one, is what the technology is that we're going to use with this, okay? The second one is what's your offer. The second one is what's your offer. Okay, so are you teaching one-on-one private classes? Are you teaching group classes? Maybe it's both. But you need to decide what your offer and your package is, right? Because that's what you'll share and promote. Yeah, that's what you need to promote. So you need to have clarity on this. So if you're a private yoga teacher, that's great. You know, you're going to offer this via Zoom so that you can both see each other, and then you're going to provide a link to your private clients and ask them to join you inside your Zoom room. So it's pretty simple. It's not difficult. Like, we need to break through any kind of fears or perceptions that this is difficult to do. It's not. We just need to take action on it. If you teach group classes, then you have a couple of options, right, in terms of what your offer or your package is going to be. So you can either set this up for people to pay as they go. Okay, so you promote each class that you're streaming, maybe you're doing one a week or two a week or whatever it might be. And then you have a way for those people to pay. Okay, so this could be a PayPal link. If you've got a shop on your website, say you're using WordPress or Woo, you know, say you're using WordPress, you might have a WooCommerce shop on your website, and you can just set it up in there, okay, for people to pay. If you're running your own classes at the moment, you're using a software, a booking software like MindBody or Finder or Instabook, sorry, or whatever it might be, you can set it up in there for people to pay. And again, you're just providing people with the link, okay? So guys, when at the end, I'll come on to any questions that you might have, okay? So we'll save your questions for the end. So yeah, so if you're using a software at the moment for your in-person classes, you just set up your online class in there and ask people to pay there, okay? So if you're doing pay as you go, they simply pay for the class that they want to join. And then for this, you'd use Zoom. Yeah, use Zoom for that if you're doing a pay as you go. My recommendation is that for your existing students, and new students who can join you, because obviously this is online, you can reach people all over the world, is that you package your offer as a monthly package, okay? So you package it up for the next month, go live with this week, right? Package it up, and you offer this through a Facebook group, okay? I've talked about why a Facebook group is amazing for this, okay? Because you want everyone inside your Facebook group to have paid for their classes for the entire month, okay? Because it's just going to be complicated for you otherwise. If you're doing this, you know, class by class, but you want to host people in a group, really you want everyone to have paid up front, okay? And that way you don't need to worry about who's paid and who hasn't, okay? They get access to the group as soon as they've paid. And then inside, they get the classes that you're going to stream live, okay, which will also be there as replays. And also they get access to that community. Okay, so that's really important. And the great thing about this, if you package up something for the next month, whatever that package is going to be, you know, is it once a week that you're teaching a class? Yeah? Or are you teaching a class every day? Or maybe there's some days where you're going to do guided meditations, some days where it's an asana practice. Okay, so you can really start to get creative. And the other great thing about it is you can add extra value, okay, by going live and just talking about yoga and what it means to you or whatever. You can really be there. You can really be visible inside your group and really add people, you know, really add lots of value, right? Lots of value inside your group. Okay, people are still joining. Welcome, welcome. Keep joining. Yeah, there's going to be, yeah, for anybody who's not in the group right now, I did literally add about 100 people in just before I went live. So this video will be here. They don't need to worry if people can't get in at the minute. Mel, just responding to you there. It's going to be here. All of my videos are here in the group, right? So yeah, so this is really cool. This is why I recommend this. Think about, okay, I'm going to offer a monthly package now. Everyone's going to join me inside my Facebook group, and I'm going to do all of these incredible things inside my Facebook group. And so that's where it gets really attractive to people, right? You know, when they see this, they're like, oh, wow, this is brilliant. You know, I might not be able to leave my home for the next 2 weeks, but I can still practice my yoga. I can still be with my teacher who I go to every week. You know, like she's going to do all these guided meditations. I'm going to like anxiety out the window. You know, you can really like bump it up what you're going to offer inside this group. So it's super cool, super cool. And maybe you're thinking, oh gosh, well, I don't really have, like I teach in a studio at the moment. Yeah, I don't have my community as such, because maybe if you teach inside a studio and you don't run your own classes, the challenge is that you might not have direct communication with your students, okay? You might not have their email address. But perhaps they follow you on social media. So you want to make that package and your offer super appealing, yeah? So that you encourage those students to come and practice with you directly, okay? Or even, you know, perhaps you'll look at working with the studio, you know, to make this happen. Like you can do this as a collaboration. You know, maybe they're already looking into this. Like if they're having to shut their doors this week, maybe they're looking to take the classes online. So chat with them about this. Look at how you can collaborate to ensure that, you know, the students are still being served, and the studio will obviously have their emails and a direct link to them. So whatever it is, you know, you can work around it. You can work with your current situation, but just think carefully about what your offer is and decide clearly what it is so that you can communicate it with clarity. That's super important. So, you know, whatever your offer is, whatever your package is, promote it, yeah? Share the link so that people can pay. And when your students have paid, you also need to send them some kind of online waiver, yeah? Some kind of form. You could set it up in Google Forms or even SurveyMonkey, but just somewhere where they can sign that they say, that they accept responsibility for themselves, right? You want to be doing that. So I do have an example of one of these, which I'm going to share in the Facebook group shortly. I'm going to share a load of resources after this video, after this training. But if you guys have any examples, like if you're teaching online at the moment and you've got examples of your waivers, then, you know, share them here for everyone else to see as well. Share them in here. Okay, if you've got any examples, but don't worry too much about this. Again, you know, this is like one of the things that people think, oh God, I've got to work all this out. Just get it done. Don't let it get you stuck. Okay, it's just a form. It's just a form. Okay, the third thing we're talking about today. So we first of all we talked about the technology. Then we've talked about in terms of like where you're actually going to stream your class. So we talked about Zoom, Facebook groups, and Teachable. And then we've talked about your offering, like what is your package? Yeah, really important. What's your offering? And then third up, let's talk about equipment. Okay, so I've been seeing questions coming up around this. So let's talk about equipment. Okay, so this is another area where you probably got lots of questions around. Okay, or you know, you're getting yourself stressed out about it, but just don't, because let's keep it simple. Okay, so to create, stream, record your classes, there's three essential elements. Okay, you need a way to film or to record or stream. Yeah, you need lighting and you need clear audio. Okay, you need these three elements. It doesn't have to be complicated and it doesn't have to be expensive. Okay, we don't need to complicate things at all. You can 100% embrace DIY. Okay, so if you're thinking, oh gosh, well I need to like book out a studio space and all of this is going to be really expensive, think again. Okay, you absolutely can set up a home studio and DIY it. Okay, and you can still look professional. You can still have a professional looking class. Okay, so you can use your laptop or your phone to record the videos or to stream the videos. Okay, you don't need to go out and buy yourself some kind of expensive video camera. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of give you a few tips around these things. So first up, you want to make sure that your computer is upright and it's elevated. Okay, and you want to set up your space and you want to test this out so that you've got everything at the right level so that you can get you in full view. So when you're demoing and so on, okay, you want to set that up. You're going to have a little setup time to kind of work through this. You know, you can use books. I've got my laptop right now elevated on 3 books. Okay, or if you're using your phone, you can use a tripod. Okay, make sure it's at eye level, whatever. If you're using a phone and you want to use a tripod, just get onto Amazon. Okay, they're around $10 to $20. There's a couple that I recommend that are good. Joby Gorilla Pods is a good one, and then there's another one that's Glyph by Studio Neat as well. Okay, so get a good one. Don't get a super cheap one because sometimes they can just be a little bit like not very sturdy, so you want to get a good one. And then if you're using your computer to stream, okay, or no, actually, first up, if you're using if you're using your computer to video yourself, like you're video recording the content, so let's say you're going to use Teachable and have pre-recorded videos, then you can use QuickTime on your Mac. If you've got a PC, you can use Movie Creator. Okay, these are free programs that are just on your Mac, so you can do that. Okay, and it's going to be pretty good. Like you compress the file, it's going to be pretty good quality. You're good to go, basically. And then otherwise, if you're streaming like I am now, just use your FaceTime video on your laptop to stream into your Facebook group or into Zoom. It will work just fine. Okay. Okay, so for your DIY studio, you also want to consider the lighting. Okay, so you want to make sure either that you're in a room that's got really good natural lighting. Okay, but really I recommend that you invest in a light box. Okay, so I've got a light box that I use when I'm doing all my recording all my video content for my programs. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive. Get onto Amazon or eBay, and all you're looking for here is you're looking at purchasing a light box kit. Okay, it comes in a handy bag, and it's going to be You know, it's what I use. It's about $40, 30 quid. I've got a softbox lighting studio kit. And that includes the actual boxes, the actual boxes with the screens, and then it's got the lamp, the big bulb, and then the tripods to attach it to. And you just set it up. There's 2 of them. Set up the lighting. Again, you're just going to need yourself a little bit of prep time and testing. Set it up and you're ready to go, okay? The other thing to consider here is your background, okay? So consider your background. Like if you've got like really busy wallpaper or a lot of stuff going on in the background, I've seen teachers do this and it works just fine, but like pinning up like a plain sheet would be cool, just so that there's less distraction for the viewer. I've seen teachers do that. So have a think about that. And then the third thing to think about here is your audio, okay? So first up, you want it to be quiet. So if you're living in London and you're on a really busy street, you know, you're going to have background noise. Try and like get rid of the background noise. You can use pillows, you can use blankets around the bottom of the doors, around the windows to block out that background sound. It really does make a difference, okay? So this is a DIY studio, guys, so get creative. But in terms of the sound quality, like you really don't need to spend too much at all. You can get a pretty decent mic for about $50, no more than $100 really, okay? There's a few options and I'm gonna share with you guys as well. I've got like a DIY studio, it's just a PDF sheet, which has got a load of options of different you know, tripods and lighting sets and mics listed on it. So I'm going to share that with you guys today. But, you know, in terms of a mic, the Zoom handy recorder, the Zoom H1 handy recorder is what I use. And it doesn't need to be attached to you. It can just be down at the side of you and it will pick up your audio pretty well. And then also the Blue Yeti is another one that you could just set up as well directly in front of you, doesn't need to be attached to you, okay? So there's options there, but do invest with a mic, like invest at least $50, I think, really, to get a good one. But you wanna have something that's gonna have really good sound quality, okay? And there's some like less expensive ones on eBay and Amazon that the quality isn't that great. You probably get better quality just coming through your computer, okay? So I mean, I'm talking to you just through my computer right now. I'm not using my Zoom recorder. Like for my pre-recorded videos, I use the Zoom recorder. But right now I'm talking to you just through my laptop. So you guys can hear me, right? You can hear me. Let's have a look. So hopefully I see lots of questions coming in. I don't want to distract the flow too much. Hopefully I'm going to be answering your questions as I'm going through this content. But if there is anything at the end, you're just going to copy and paste your questions back into the comments so that I can easily find them. Okay, so also related to audio, I recommend not using background music, okay? So some of you might use music in your classes, but for the online classes, I recommend not using any background music. And the main reason, if you're doing it in, well, there's 2 reasons really, but if you're doing it in a Facebook group, Facebook is going to recognize that music, and for copyright purposes, your live will be removed. Like you won't have a replay. They'll just remove it because of copyright. Okay. But also B, you know, the other reason is that it's a little distracting for your viewers. You know, they want to be able to really clearly hear you. So don't use music, guys. Okay, so the point here with the equipment is that it doesn't need to break the bank. And sometimes we think that the equipment is more expensive than it actually is, okay? But if we're just starting out, you don't need to be spending like hundreds and hundreds on your equipment. You can totally DIY it, okay? The point is we just want to get it done. We want to get there. We want to take action so that we're online for our students these coming weeks, okay? The other thing, you know, make sure you've got no distractions around you, okay? So make sure you tell your housemates or your family, make sure they know what's going on and they're not going to walk in halfway through, you know, when you're streaming or when you're filming, okay? If you live like where you live, there's not really a suitable area, if you're thinking, God, well, my flat's really small and there's just not anywhere that I can set up so that they'll be able to see me, I haven't got enough space like between the laptop and where I'm going to be teaching, it's just not suitable. Again, don't let that stop you, don't let that make you feel stuck. You know, ask your friends if you can pull in a favor, assuming you can go around their house right now, or assuming you can go outside right now. But pull in a favor from a friend, you know, and if it's not convenient for you to be there a few times a week to go live, you know, maybe you can use their space or a space to record some videos, and that's really where Teachable is going to come in. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys from here, I'm going to share with you that home studio equipment list. I'm going to share with you the PDF after today's training inside the Facebook group. I'm going to be sharing a load of resources that you can go to, okay, and that's going to have those suggestions for the equipment that you can purchase. Okay, so we've talked about today, we talked about the platforms that you're going to use to stream. Zoom, Facebook, Teachable if you're going to do the pre-recorded content. We've talked about your offer, what is your offer and your package, yeah, and how people are going to be able to pay for your offer and package. And then we talked about the equipment. Okay, so 3 simple steps to make sure that we're not complicating this. Okay, it doesn't need to be complicated. I really believe that this is the perfect time now for you guys to get online and to share teachings with people all over the world. Okay, it's not just students who have been coming to your classes. Like, you have the opportunity now, the software, the platforms at your fingertips, right, to do this. And I'm really passionate about helping teachers to do this, right, to make that transition from studio teaching in person, to creating and launching their own online yoga course or membership. I have a program on this, the Profitable Yoga Teacher. I know some of you guys are in it with me, so high five to you guys, my students that are in it. And it's a 6-month program. We're in it at the moment. We're in month 5, we're in month 5, and it teaches you how to do this. The next enrollment for that program is in May, so keep your eyes peeled. Like, if you're really serious about teaching online, then keep your eyes peeled for that. Sorry, bear me 1 second. Technology. Okay, so in the meantime though, you want to get your classes online and get started. Like, this week, do it now. Now is the time. Okay, creating an online yoga course or a membership is the next step. Yeah, that requires a bit more work to fully understand what your course is going to be about, like how to go about creating it, validating it, how to grow an online community, an audience that you launch your course for, because that's a really key thing. That's a super important thing. And then, of course, the launch process. Okay, and that program that I run, which is enrolling again in May, takes you through that entire framework to create and launch your course successfully. Okay, but I have got a little gift for you guys today. So if you want to, if you like to kind of get your understanding, or get a bit more understanding about how you go about that, how you actually go about creating an online course or a membership, then I'm sharing with you a training today. Okay, I'm going to just grab the link of that. Bear with me 1 second. Sharing a training with you guys today. Okay, here is the link, and it's a video training. And where are we? There you go. It's a video training on how to choose and validate your online course topic. Okay, the easy way is what it's called. That's what the training's called. How to choose and validate your online yoga course topic the easy way. Okay, so it's going to help you right now to start thinking ahead. First step is we want to transition our students, our existing students, from the classes that maybe you're having to cancel this week online, so you can continue supporting them. But maybe you're thinking about the future and how you actually turn this into a profitable online business. I want you to start thinking about it. Okay, and I want you to go and get this. Where are we? 1 second. I want you to go and get this free video training that I've just posted inside the Facebook group with you guys in the comments. So go and get that now. And yeah, let's answer some questions. Answer some questions. I know you guys have got questions. Let's have a look. So if you asked a question earlier on in today's training, because I'm not going to scroll, there's like 100 odd comments. I'm not going to scroll through. But if you've asked a question and I haven't answered it, then copy and paste it now so I can see. Let's have a look. Any thoughts on Skype? I mean, so Skype, no, Sarah, it's not the same training. Yeah, actually, yeah, there's a very, well, not similar. You've got access to a more in-depth training inside the Success Club, which all of you here can get a free month inside my monthly membership. Okay, so if you're thinking, oh, I want to do a monthly membership for my students in the future, and you want to see what that actually looks like, come inside my monthly membership. It's called the Success Club, and let me post the link to that, and you can get 1 month for free. A free month. You can cancel at any time. There's over 20 trainings inside the Success Club already, and there's a new training every single month. And there's also a Facebook community, and in the Facebook community I do a live Q&A on the topic of the month, so you get to join me live once a month inside the group. And then if you want to continue with the Success Club after the first free month, it's $24 a month. Okay, that's the Success Club right there. digitalyogaacademy.com/Success Club. Okay, so let me answer your questions. 1 second. Let's see. So Skype, any thoughts on Skype? Yeah, so you can use Skype. It works for private one-to-ones, really. It works for private one-to-ones. So well, it kind of works for private one-to-ones because you can't really see them back. That's the only problem. I would go into Zoom. Zoom's the better one for you guys, really. Unless you can make Skype work for you, I recommend Zoom. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Monse has also replied. Yeah, exactly. So you can also see them. Skype can work for one-to-one. So you can see them in Skype as well. Okay, that's good. Pricing, how do I work this out? How do I work this out? What are your first feelings on pricing? And someone else has already said, is it worth offering students a discount for the first month? Yeah, maybe. Why not? You know, this is where you have to sit down and think about your offering, right? So I'm not going to just shoot a number out there in the air, but don't undervalue yourself. Like maybe it can be the same as your, if you're doing like pay as you go, then what feels reasonable to you to offer that as a pay as you go? But if you're offering up a package, which is what I recommended to you guys today, so that you can get people in for the month and get them to pay up front, what is the value of the package that you've put together? And this is the beauty of it being online, is that you can add all these extra bonuses in that they get, you know. So it might be some resources, and you can get creative with this, some guided meditations, some audios that you're going to record, you know. So you can get creative and you package that up and price it accordingly. But yeah, you could do a discount for the first month to get people in, of course. Mel says she doesn't see the link in the comments. Okay, 1 second. Let me just add the link for you. It is there somewhere. There you go. Does everyone else see the link to the video training? Did everyone else see it okay? To the video training. Oh, 1 second. Sorry guys, my screen is going really slow. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, yeah, so Vicky says I'm going to charge less because she's not paying hall rental. Yeah, okay, so do your maths. Do your maths. Yes, you can see the links. Okay, sorry guys, it's gone really, really slow. 1 second, because you've got lots of comments coming in. Yeah, that's a good approach, Danielle. So she says, thinking rather than refund for classes for existing students, offer Facebook as an alternative. Yeah, exactly. If you've got people who have paid up front already, just transition them. That is what you're doing now. Yeah, don't give them an option. Say, we're moving over. We're moving over. Yeah, we're moving over to online. Come and join me online. Yeah, if they come back to you and they're like, oh no, I don't want to do that, I want a refund, then you can discuss that with them then. But I would just, this is what's happening, right? We're doing this. We're doing it. So if you can't see the links, guys, when I've finished the training, just refresh, you'll be able to see the links. I'm also going to do a separate post and just put all of the links that I've talked about and some other handy resources for you that I've talked about today. How do you stream from FaceTime to FaceGroup? No, to your Facebook group. So your laptop has got the built-in camera, which is what you use when you go on to FaceTime. If you do that on your laptop, you just go live. You go into your Facebook group, and then at the top where you would post in the group, there's also an option that says live, and you just click on live, and it's going to just utilize. You have do it in Chrome. It's going to utilize your camera, your built-in camera. So it's super easy, super easy. So are you guys all aware of the Yogipreneur podcast? On the podcast a few weeks ago, I did a episode about charging, yeah? Charging for your packages. Go and check that episode out. For those that are struggling with the kind of mindset around charging. Okay. Yes, Vicky, yeah. You can turn that on. You can turn it on to see your students as well in Zoom. Oh, Jacob, thank you. we're still offering you classes and content, but in a modified format. Exactly, that's it. Mel, I talked about Zoom earlier on in the training. So if you've just kind of come into the training today, then I recommend you go back and watch from the beginning. I talk about Zoom. Sites like Glow, I mean, how easy is it to get on a site like Glow? There are other sites. There are sites that you can get that you can stream. They're mainly pre-recorded websites, right? Not pre-recorded websites, pre-recorded content. So there's one called Moving, which is the guys from Moving actually are here in this group. What are some other ones? I've got links to some others, so I'll post them in as well. And then you can approach those platforms. But I mean, you're going to pay a fee to them. Why not do it yourself? Like, why not do it yourself using the methods that I've talked about today? All the links I'm going to pop up in a moment. Yeah, that's it, exactly. The monthly charges should be to get the commitment for your classes, exactly. You want people to pay up front. Get people to pay up front and just package up your offer so it's super amazing. Yeah, so people want to come in to your Facebook group and they want all of this amazing content that you're going to be sharing. Okay, any other questions? Let's have a look. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything. Oh, thank you guys for all the thank yous. Yeah, this video will be here in the group. So if you've just literally joined, you can go back and should we create a separate group for classes on Facebook? Yeah, you want your Facebook group to be just for the people who have paid up front for the next month. That's what you want your Facebook group to be. Thank you, everybody, for all your lovely comments. And you know what? Thank yourself for showing up, okay? Thank yourself for showing up. Check with your insurance provider. I mean, I checked in with B Yogi about this. They're one of the biggest insurance providers in the US. And they said, yeah, you're covered for your online classes. So just check the terms. You should be. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all the thank yous. And I'm really glad that this has been really helpful to you guys. If you've just joined, then go back and watch the replay. I'm going to be online for the next couple of hours. So if there's any questions that I missed or you've got anything else, just ask them here in the group. Start a new comment, a new post in the group, and then let's have a chat. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. I'm really, really happy that you guys have joined me. I'm doing a masterclass on Wednesday evening, and it's about filling your offerings. It's about creating and filling off your offerings. So come and join me on that. There's a link to it in the group already. Okay, that's on Wednesday. I offer lots of free content for you guys. So make the most of it is what I'm saying, you know, make the most of it. If you want to come and learn with me in the monthly membership, this is the Success Club. And but yeah, there's lots of ways that you can kind of learn through my blog, through all the video trainings that I do. All of the past video trainings, I go live every week. I actually did 2 other trainings this weekend. They're on the Facebook page. Okay, Digital Yoga Academy Facebook page. There's an archive there of tons of stuff. Then obviously there's the Yogipreneur podcast. It's on Apple, iTunes, and also on Spotify. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Remember, if you're feeling fearful, we need to turn that upside down and start to see this as an opportunity and really start to see how we can continue to serve our people. That is what it's all about, okay? I've got faith in all of you that you're going to be able to do this, and I would absolutely love, when you've done this week, I want you to come in here into the group and share what you've done, okay? Share the action that you've taken this week. Let's all continue to support one another through this, okay? You're not alone, okay? I'm here in the group. Christina, my community manager, is here in the group, and you guys are here in the group. So help one another, and let's all, like, you know, let's all muck in and make it happen, okay? All right, love you lots. See you soon. Bye, guys. Take care. Well done, well done.